All right, welcome back. And I think, oh, look, what's this? We got a arbor tree growing there? That's crazy. Um, I think the urgency was to get some power plant here to generate a little heat to warm this up enough that I can set a new group of stables there. Let's also grab these bleach stones and sweep them out of the way. Let's sweep up any spare bleach stones laying around. I'm already getting overloaded with chlorine in the base, so if I get these bleach stones out of the way, that'll help. Uh-oh, what's going on? Someone is entombed. Let me finish. I'm pausing it. Take care of these bleach stones so I don't forget where I'm at. Okay, so bleach stones. Looks like I can finish that off. I still have it paused for a moment. Let's find out, where is Travaldo? Who is entombed? Rancher Travaldo. Oh! Stuck his head in a bucket there. That's not good. Let's deconstruct that quickly before we have suffocation going on. 9 priority. Let him free! Okay, get out of there. What is going on? How many... I don't need these. Get out of there. Got a little pause here while it's saving. Alright, and now I wanted to divert some water. Oh, this is still very germy water if I remember right. I want to divert some water in here so I have a way to get some water just for various things like the supercomputer and for refilling algae terrariums. How germy is this water? Only 500 germs? That's not bad. I think I can risk it. What's going on? It looks like... is this off-gassing? No, that's just the polluted water is. Okay, so let's get our liquid vent in here. We'll keep that water filled up. Pitcher pump here to fill up. This is the #1 priority here. This is the #2 priority. Max gas pressure. I think I'm going to need a new rust deoxidizer. I'm going to dig this up to make a stable there. So I might as well start getting this ready. Is that even accessible? Maybe. Yeah, I hear a lot of people huffing and puffing, a lot of trouble breathing in here. No water. Oh, somehow they found a little water. It looks like, nope, still need water. Alright, here we go. Start the water coming. How are we doing for bleach stones? Did they all get swept up? Alright, well they're on deck for getting swept up at the very least. Got a little bit of water. Oh, what's the priority? Are they getting tamed? Groomed? Groomed, okay, that's good. We need that power filled in. Oh, they're trying to use copper wire. Let's cancel the copper wire. Put in something a little easier to find, which is aluminum wire. See how we're doing for the stables. We got 3 critters, 2 critters only, 4 critters, 8, 9 critters. That's too many critters. Should be auto-wrangle. They should be wrangling up the surplus. Pen status okay. Well, I don't think that's okay for me because there's too many critters there. Alright, let's wrangle one of them. They're overcrowded. Let's actually wrangle 2. And maybe put them up here. Sweep up the pip egg. And let's make sure we can get sage hatchlings in this spot. Okay, I want these running, generating heat. It's cold in here, 9. I think we need to get up to 15 degrees for the arbor acorns. So while I'm doing this, I might as well sweep up some of this stuff in here. Yeah, there's materials in here that are laying on the floor that are also probably cool. So let's sweep all that stuff up as well. Idle dupes. Okay, so we got idle dupes over here. And I've got plenty of salt water, so I can stop that. You know, this is abyssalite. But if I were to put in some other material, it'll help the run speed a little tiny bit. And then I can hollow this out to have a spot for the oil refinery. And then let's see, where else would I go? Ooh, look at all this. A little more fossil here. Alright. Let's take a look. High oxygen there. Doing so-so. A little thin in the middle, but not terrible. Maybe this might... Let's dig it out a little bit. Help the airflow. Looks like I never made this farm plot operable, but that's right, I don't need to because I'm not really using that much. What are we doing for farming? Plants are coming along. Calories are thin. Really thin, but these are all about to come to fruition. Yeah, I just don't have a lot of work for these dupes to do over here just yet. Maybe I should look for other stuff to do. You know what, let's do a little exploring. Can't cause any harm to go exploring over there. Maybe go exploring this way a tad bit. Let's use sandstone. Got another zone over here where I'm not sure what I might find. Just a little more exploring, that'll expose some more of that area. Did I ever open up? Oh yeah, it is, it's leaking out. Liquid sulfur geyser. Someday I'm gonna have to do something about that. How are we doing? It's very hot, but this biome is cold around it, so that's fairly reasonable. I think that's good to sit where it is. Oh, I bet you it's not cooling because it's sitting on neutronium. 3 degrees, obsidian, granite. Yeah, I think that's good to go as it is. When if it becomes dormant, I'll send someone down to analyze it. Alright, how are we doing? Sweeping up all this crap? Let's make the sweeping up a higher priority. Let's really sweep up all the stuff on the floor there. And let's take a look at skills and priorities, I think. I just want to have a few dedicated people sweeping up stuff. Alright, skills. Researcher Marie, she's the only one with the skill. Oh, Devin. Let's go with really hard digging? Sure. Super hard digging for Devin. Geraldo did a little bit of chef work on the side. And priorities. I just want to have at least 1 or 2 dupes dedicated to storing, just to get all that stuff cleaned up. There's our mecha. Maybe Ari can help with the storing. Alright, yeah, let's sweep up all the stuff that's in there. Who is this? Putzing along at super slow speed. Major eye irritation and holding breath. How are we doing here? No water left. Okay, so we can deconstruct some of these. This is actually probably generating a little bit of heat, but we don't need the heat here so much. You know, that might have been a smart idea to put the chlorine vent back there to generate the heat in the back room there. Alright, let's dig out all that. Whew. Yeah, this air is not looking good at all. Pipes are blocked. Alright, we're out of oxygen. That's good. Just keep the steady oxygen up there. As long as the oxygen is maxing out, that's fine. I don't want this running all out. We should have carbon pumping down. I'm hoping eventually all this layer of chlorine will just work its way down. It's going to cause chaos when it gets to my plants. But hopefully by then I might have an influx of meat from all these pips. Right, if we dig that out, sweep it up. How are we doing here? This water is not pumping yet. Unreachable build. Okay, I have to get a ladder. Here's would be the end of this. If I were to make this a real stable for the shine bugs, that would require me to dig this. And I'll put a ladder at the ceiling there. What are we doing? Sweeping up lumber? Yeah, I'm more interested in just dig up this and haul any of that stuff out of the way as well. Okay, let's go priority 6. These are cold, a lot of cold rocks up here, so yeah, -4 degrees. Let's dig up these cold rocks, sweep them out, let this stuff do its job to heat up the place. And then I will turn my attention to our metal refinery operation up here. Right, how are we doing? Still no activity up here. You know, it'd be nice to sweep them up. Let's just finish that off for my peace of mind, then I'll stop checking on it. 5 critters. Looks like there's no more water filling in here. Yeah, this is not a great site down here. Oh, and it's going to put Germany water into this from the bathrooms. I think I maybe want to divert. Let's get rid of that. And I will use the clean water. The clean water will supply this one. Okay, so clean water will come out of here and supply that area. Don't need those plumbing. But I do need to finish this plumbing and get this stuff going. And this again, let's prioritize it. Going all the way up to 7 for priority here. And a 7 priority for the piping. Unreachable digs. I'm not sure how that gets to be so unreachable. But whatever. Maybe they'll get at it diagonally from the other side. Oh, let's get this doorway in here. Just to stop the shine bugs from roaming too far away. Let's give that a 7. Also, that'll finish up this. Then this can be made into a stable. Oh, printable. I wonder how long that's been sitting there. Food, suit wearing and digging. I don't think we really need art. Decorating is not big. We got plenty of ranchers now. So it'd be between a digger that is also already trained in exosuits. I think Bubbles sounds like an interesting option. Alright, that'll put us up to 19 dupes. Oh, I may need more bedrooms. Okay, Bubbles. You're going to be a constructor. You're duplicate number 19. Let's see how we're doing for skills. Gene. Get you towards mechatronic. Bubbles. Digging. Schedule. Bubbles. Priorities. Yeah, Bubbles, you'll be doing building and digging. primarily. Alright, let's go back. So almost done digging up this. Let's sweep more stuff up. Temperature-wise, how are we doing? 12 degrees, 11. You know, too cold for the acorns, but it's not totally awful. Besides, our first order of business is going to be to take down these trees and convert them. So if I've got 5 spare, there's already 5 there, 5, I can go a little longer and then I'll take these out. Maybe I'll switch these stables to natural growing arbor trees as soon as I get the metal refinery set in place. Okay, just for kicks, I'm going to extend up, put another oxygen deodorizer up high, clean up some of the polluted air that's floating up high overhead. But to power this stuff. Alright, we're getting ugly here. I'm going to put some really ugly wiring like that. Alright, so this will be its own high power circuit over here. You know what? Let's think this a little bit. Let's get a heavy watt wire. Like that. Okay. My plan is I maybe will slide in a little C1 power plant. Maybe I'll put a transformer in so that I can take some of this extra juice generated by this petroleum generator and use that to supply part of the base as well. Who's idle? Marie. Oh, because Marie is done with her research over here, so she can probably come on back. Unless, do I want to get her scalding hot? How hot is it going to be if she goes and examines this liquid sulfur geyser? Alright, Marie, let's see what happens here. It's also a lot of bad air in there. This does not look... That does not look promising at all. No, let's scrap that idea. Marie, you can head back. You can teleport back to the main base. Food is kind of slight here yet. Marie, what are you doing? Oh, you're going to sleep. Well, when you wake up, if you could be so nice as to step into the teleporter. Maybe I need a stable for some of these hatches over here as well. Not that there's anyone with any sort of ranching skill. Marie, what is going on? Why aren't you coming in? Oh, there's no way to get there. Let's solve that. Okay, let's build that. With the lettuce coming in, I don't think I need these farm plots. Alright, there we go. Marie, it's all yours. Anytime now. There we go. Alright, teleport. Back to the main base. Okay, so there are 17 dupes on this area, but only 16 cots, so I'm going to need more bedrooms. And I think I will stack them up right here. That's not really the best here, but it'll have to do. Okay, we need a ladder to reach up to there. And we need to put some beds down. Make them out of granite, not that it matters one way or the other. Oops. Floating beds. I see some skill points available. Man, this huge pile of chlorine is kind of getting on my nerves. What's the problem here? No water. Why is there no water? This water should be flowing. Pipe blocked. In, out, in, out. What is going on here? Oh, I don't have the pipe is not finished. Let's finish that off. There we go. Stray pips! You don't not belong here. Maybe they're coming out of... Maybe they're getting released. Oh, this one? Let's switch. We've got enough sage. Oh, do I want another sage hatchling? Yeah, let's sweep up the non-sage hatchlings. See how these stables are doing. 3 critters, 5, 8, 8. But these are not being groomed. Okay, let's get rid of that. We'll put a grooming station in there. Catalina is starving. That must have been a short-term issue. Okay. Time to get to work here. This whole kit, we're going into action there. Let's get the metal refinery up. We're coming up on almost cycle 60 already? I think I may have cut the last few episodes short. Food poisoning. Why would that be? Probably because there is some germy. There's not too much germy, so yeah, a little yucky, polluted dirt there. Okay, yeah, the bathrooms. Let's make sure they go out the bathrooms the right direction. I'm going to make these one-way doors so they can only go this direction, so they can't like go to the toilet and then run out this way for some reason. That might help keep the germs down. No liquid output. Okay, so the polluted water that was there is feeding these trees. And those are about to get all dug up. Thought I sent a destruct order. Yes, I did. Alright, let's see how we're doing up here. We're going to have some hypothermia, I believe. Since this is a miserable place to be working. Underwater, icy cold. Is this cool slush? Or just plain polluted water? Cool slush. Okay, so that's pumping out water at negative 10 degrees. You know what? Let's analyze that while we're at it. So that's going to mean Marie is going to get hypothermia. Sitting underwater trying to analyze that. And it must be hard to run through here. So let's get better stair. Oops, let's get some stairs here. So she can just pop up and down quickly without... So without having to go... I think because they got to go up and down here, this is a convoluted pathway. Let's go like that. What do we got here? Some with food poisoning. Mecha Ari. One food poisoning, one hypothermia. Okay, here comes Marie, starting to do the analysis. Gonna run out of oxygen. And then instead of this long hopping up and down, let's try to get this ladder done. Oh, but it's made of sandstone. I don't have a lot of sandstone. Apparently there's enough. Alright, and this is not running yet. It just needs a little kickstarter. Oh, I need a, I definitely need a battery to control that. Otherwise it's just going to burn through all of the... It's going to burn through all of my ethanol. So let's get that smart battery going right away. Here, get that smart battery. Still have just barely enough aluminum, but I don't know that I've got enough to do the wiring. So let's make one more little blob here of aluminum. So this thing, before it starts, I'm going to need to pump a little bit of the ethanol over there. For now, I'm going to cut the wiring off here. And this will be its own little self-contained unit. This exosuit forge I'm probably only going to use once or twice more in the next 10 or 20 cycles. I just need to make some more exosuits for the other planet when it's finally able to get into the metal, or get into the oil biome. Which reminds me, let's see what's going on up high. Okay, that was the low priority, but I do want to get up there and take a little peek into space at some point. So let's make that a priority 5 now. Let's start prioritizing little space exploration. And I'm going to put the metal refinery in here. Do I have room? I might have run out of room. I think it's only 3 wide. Hopefully that's the case. Okay, let's get this done so people can run back and forth. How does Marie not have hypothermia yet? This is amazing. Alright, automation wire. I don't have enough. I need to get a little wire across there, which means someone needs to actually brew up the wire for me. There we go. Hopefully making some aluminum. How are we doing, Bonnie? Aluminum! Perfect. Research. No research selected. Alright, let's move on down to high culture. We've got some water here. Is it germy? Not too germy. Little germs here in the compost pile. Come on, get this flooring done. And yes, Marie. Oh, look, is that Marie? Who is that? Abe. Abe has got hypothermia. Right, automation wire. I do have enough now to go like that. I was going to deconstruct that deodorizer. Oh, what's going on? Do I have a little bleach stone here? Sweep that up. Alright, metal refinery. Let's make it out of granite because that's pretty. We'll set it right there. And let's get a manual generator here just to kickstart this. Once we get a little flow of ethanol coming, then it'll run on its own. Still keep this going though. Priority 7. Okay, so the fluids that are coming out of here. We've got polluted water going in, and then hotter polluted water coming out. What to do with hot polluted water? If I throw it in the sieve, it can feed through. You know what? I might just save it for the short term here. Hot polluted water. Until I can think of what. I might have a more important use for it. Maybe it'll just come on down in here. Yeah, this will be a nice store area for hot polluted water. Okay. Let's make some aluminum reservoirs. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Oops, these should actually probably be one level lower if I'm going to make this a stable, and this might last for a little while. About 90% of the work that I do is temporary, but a little 10% I like to have be relatively permanent, so let's go. Okay, hot polluted water. And you know, I think it's not going to be super hot, since this water down here is already negative 10 degrees. Even if it heats up 40 degrees, it's still coming out at 30, which is not that brutally hot. Okay, so what are we doing here? Generator almost ready to go. Let's have it kick on whenever it's under 30. So once somebody comes on here and runs, that'll start the pump, and then the pump will prime the petroleum generator, which will go pretty heavily. No coolant, no power. Yep, that's fine. No power, no power. Alright, I'm aware of these. Why is nobody on the generator? Alright, what are we at for Arbor Acorn? Still only 5. Plus that is 6. Alright, let's get some harvesting. Let's set these to harvest. I don't need the lumber, but I think when a human or a dupe harvests, that triggers something to make the pip shake loose some acorns. Not sure, but I think possibly that's how it works. Alright, here we go. Someone's running. We've got flow going. I'm gonna what am I gonna do? I'll set that building to 2 priority for now. And only when the battery is like really low. Then somebody will run on it. In the meantime, this is almost ready to go. No liquid output. Yeah, so we'll get the pump going. But what am I going to make first? Just some generic aluminum? Or do I go right into the iron? Let's start with 10 irons. Screw it, let's go 20 irons while we're at it. I'll make 20 irons and then I can start working on steel, although I don't believe I can make steel since I do not have enough lime, or I don't even have refined carbon for that matter. But I have another dupe. Choose a duplicate. A supplier that snores. A generic farmer, jack of all trades. And a tiding. You know, none of these are great. None of these are terrible. I wanted to have, I've up to 19 dupes, and I wanted to have 20 by cycle 80, so I'm way ahead of the, well, not way ahead of the game. I'm pretty far ahead of the game, so I think I'm going to take a mulligan for now. And let's actually go ahead and bring in the food over on this asteroid, so they'll have a little more food. And when these all come, oh yeah, these are almost all ready to harvest, in which case I'm going to have a gigantic surplus of food as soon as those are ready to harvest. Let's see, in which case I can probably even dig up some of these. What was I doing here? Oh yeah, I was going to splash a little, I was going to clean up some spare polluted water that was floating around here, filter that, and send it to the hydroponics. But now that I think about it, actually the polluted water is my main source of oxygen in this base. At some point I'm going to switch from polluted oxygen from these algae burners to a electrolyzer. Although again, I do not have a source of water, a renewable source of water on this asteroid. And I can't even make electrolyzers. I like to make my electrolyzers out of gold, and I haven't even seen gold yet on any of the maps. Alright, so I harvested, dug up a lot. I'm up to 6 acorns now. I think it may be time. How warm are we getting down here? Really, really cold. 15, 14. Okay, maybe it's had an effect. 17 degrees. This might be cutting it. Okay, so that's warming up a little bit. Let's go. Oh, I wanted them to finish building this door. What's it waiting for? Copper. I don't have copper. Let's dig up a little copper just so we have it. There's a lot of copper laying around here. Dig up some copper. Oh, are those how are the beetles doing? I thought I moved some beetles down here to this layer. I see 1 sweetle, 2 sweetles. No fertilization. Oh, I'm out of sulfur. I need to dig up some sulfur. Do I strip mine in here for sulfur? Alright, what am I going to do? Here's a strip. I'm just going to dig out a bunch of sulfur there. Is there sulfur? You know what? Sulfur. Let's dig out. This is sulfur and copper. Okay. Not really urgent, but let's just go like that for now. Meanwhile, I've got a super huge amount of meal lice. Maybe I could start backing off the meal lice for now as well. Do I want to back it off? I'm tempted, but then again, when this chlorine moves down, I'm going to have a food shortage, because that's going to interfere with my ability to grow food. we at? 29%. Oops. Yeah, here we go. Let's dig up some of these. Okay. How are we doing? Plumbing? Okay, we've got that started. Let's get another liquid reservoir. Yes, the polluted water is starting to flow. We're starting to use the metal refinery. Things are looking okay here. And if I need to, I could expand this circuit. Maybe this circuit should... What's going on? No egg available. That's fine. Let's put another pip egg in here. Okay, what are we doing? Stations. Let's get more grooming stations. The trouble with the grooming station is they could starve out the pips. But I think I've got enough tame pips laying eggs quick enough that I could survive a little starvation without it being an absolute disaster. Let's sweep up some more of these eggs. And is it time? I'm up to 8 acorns. Yep, I'm going to start deconstructing these. And let's see about planting. Where do I want to plant them? Okay, so I need a safety zone here. We'll plant our first tree there. Nothing. A second tree here. Nothing. A third tree here. Floor. Tree. Tree. Okay. Oops. Okay, let's dig these up, and maybe the pips will get planting. Yeah, I'm happy with this. We got metal refinery, brewing up some iron, 200 kilograms already. I should have some dedicated operators that'll keep working on that. We'll get some copper soon and then start building some of these other things. Okay, so now, trees. I want a tree here, here, no, yes, no, no, yes, yes. Alright, so now maybe they'll plant on their own. Okay, one tree planted. Oh, I saw, is that a second tree planted? Yep. Nice, these pips are really doing their work. Alright, I'm going to put a storage bin there for more acorns. Two trees planted, okay. Yeah, oh, plenty warm. What is going? Why is it getting so hot? Maybe I'm overdoing it in this area. Still a gigantic cloud of carbon dioxide here messing up the middle of my base. Oh yeah, with these grapefruit plants coming in, I definitely can cut down on my mealwood supply here. Alright, let's dig up some mealwoods. That'll free up a little farmer's time. Alright, 3 trees planted. Let's cancel that so we can get a 4th tree in. Oh, they're even going to these 1 priority. Okay, why are you doing 1 priority work? Oh, maybe I made that 5 priority yet. There's definitely other work that can be done. Maybe we'll mop up some of this. Two idle dupes. Okay, so this place we are now idle. Okay, so let's put that there. When that's done, then I will hollow this out and make it a spot for the oil refinery. How hot is it? That's hot. It's hot. Oh, look at this lead. I could free up some lead. And if the slicksters are free, they will not be overcrowded. I might get burnt dupes. So let's get a hospital bed just in case anyone gets a little too cooked. Furniture. Medicine. Alright. Triage cot just in case it gets too hot for comfort down there. But then maybe the carbon dioxide will flow down and these slicksters will eat it up. What's going on? Waterweed seeds. Oh my gosh, look at all that food. 43 tons. Alright, and a lot of that's going to go bad. Let's go ahead and power up this. If that's powered. That'll help preserve it a little bit, and then I definitely do not need... I don't know how quickly that'll rot. Spoilage. Let's just see. Lettuce. Tons of lettuce. It's changing. Sterile atmosphere, but unrefrigerated. 18% bad per cycle. Oh boy. Let's get the refrigeration going quickly. Otherwise I'll lose it all in what, 18? That's 7 cycles? 6 cycles? How many cycles does it take to grow? I mean, it'll all be rotten by the time it grows again. Waterweed seed. 12 cycles. I wonder if that's being harvested. I think that must be. Okay. So I've got a surplus of lettuce now, and then it's all going to rot, and then I'll be starving again. Maybe the refrigeration will slow it down. Come on. Finish this refrigeration here. That's the urgency. Power wire, does it? The wire... Trying to make it out of copper. We should have plenty of copper here. Bathroom break, sleeping. Oh boy. Alright, back to the main base here. What do we got going on? Did we plant that last tree? Or the second last? Yes, we just gotta dig that up. And this will probably require deconstructing a little bit of this. Dig up that tree. Oh, I think I made a blunder. I'm supposed to have a gap in here to force these trees to make better use of their surroundings. And I did not do that. Well, maybe it's not going to be a total loss. let's see if I can correct that error this time. So if I plant a tree here, there, and I'll need a ladder there and there. Okay, spare pips, pip eggs. Pip eggs. Alright, so over here, I want tree, 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 tree. Okay. It's all priority 1. As is. Okay. So if I have tree, tree, tree. Let's see how that works. Again, I don't actually want to build these. These are just ladders to prevent the tree from growing. And I think I'm coming up on an hour. So I'll save it here and come back next time. I'm glad I accomplished. I've got the metal refinery going. I have a Draco farm going. Although what's going on here? Cramped. They must have laid some eggs. Alright, let's sweep the Draco eggs out of here. Alright, and maybe we move that and put a Draco egg instead. So we've got a Draco farm in operation. Can I go ahead and sweep up any stuff laying around here? Oh, that's a mop. I don't want a mop. I want to sweep. Let's just sweep it clean. That'll help us keep an eye on whether there's eggs or random materials or seeds or what's in there. I'm in the process of converting these all to natural stables. And I guess the next goals are going to be, how low does this go? Dig down. And let's get into outer space over here. This is insulated. Still gigantic piles of carbon dioxide here. Wonder if I need to be a little bit more aggressive and put a carbon skimmer somewhere in here. Maybe where I've dug out some of these plants. Alright, before it goes too far, let's go ahead. Did I dig these up? Here's 2 of them. Alright, let's do it. Another carbon skimmer right in the middle. Fresh water, polluted water. There we go. Let's take care of this carbon problem. Yeah, so next episode, let's see if we can get up, maybe get up towards outer space. Alright, I've got to stop playing. I'm addicted. Okay, get up here. Dig up these plants. They're blocking me. Alright, I'll see you next time.